Jaguar. Jaguar. Of gewoon niet in die taxi stappen. We willen allemaal Jag.
De brede nacht was wel. Wil je alsjeblieft hem afluiten nu?
Nou, het lijkt een beetje onrealistisch met alle parts van je.
Ik ben me nergens van bewust.
De jongen wordt wakker. Hallo!
هيثم كيف حالك هيثم؟
الله يرضى عليك. برد يا اخي برد.
برد يا اخي برد.
Morning to everyone at Hebron University. This building is Yasser Arafat Building for Student Activities in our university. Our program today is to see first of all a film about the history of our university. Then we will listen to some of singing, Palestinian singing from Rawan. She's a girl from this program. Also, later on, we will receive one of our professors in this university from the political sector.
Barbe I have been also to Holland several times, for example, to the International Court of Justice for several reasons. Scheveningen, for example, there was my hotel. It's a very nice country, and I'm very happy to welcome you also here in Palestine. Also include, of course, a Palestinian state on the area of 1967, of the war of 1967, and the end of the occupation of these areas, and also the establishment of a Palestinian state that could stay alive. This means, from international law, if you say, what are the main constitutional subjects of the state? First of all, a people. If you look to the Palestinian people, the problem is that they are in different countries. Part of them is here, part is in, all over the world. We have refugee camps in Syria, we have them in Jordan, we have them in Lebanon. About 1 million Palestinians live in the area of 48. So this question is actually a big problem with regard to this.
And my second question, if Palestine becomes a state, what about the refugee issues? Thank you.
First, I would like to answer on the second question, the refugee issues. Until now, these very important subjects, like the subject of the refugees, the question about water, the question about Jerusalem, all these questions have not been negotiated or have not been a part of the negotiations until now. They have been treated as very important, but they have been left for final negotiations. So until now, we have no solutions for these problems. And I stay here in Hebron and in Palestine in the coming time.
I'd like to thank Professor Samir Sulaiman for his talk. Now we have to go to the president of the university to see him and to speak with the president of the university short time. So we will go together to his office now.
So am I late? I hope not.
No.
Okay. And I've seen you this morning with Dr. Youssef and the other students and colleagues. I would like, my name is Dr. Abu Znaid. I'm the brother of the Palestinian ambassador in The Hague. So, you know my brother. I guess probably some of you know my brother Nabil. And he called me and told me about your visit. And we had this kind of visit for the last several years now. And I had the opportunity of meeting other students last year when I was the governor of Hebron, and the year before. So we, as the president of the university, I would like to welcome you in Hebron. And I'm sure you had a tour of the university. It's the biggest university in the southern part of the West Bank, and it's the first university as well in Palestine. And as you know, probably we have the majority of our students are women like you. We have 70% the dignity when you go back outside of Palestine. You are more respected, treated as a human being in other countries, unfortunately, because of occupation, not in Palestine. You don't have the liberty, you don't have the freedom, you don't have the dignity. And it's not just food that we need freedom. And that's we come to know as ambassadors now. We can take it back and talk to other students. And we encourage more and more students to come, and we are talking with the embassy in The Hague to have students come and study here as well. And that will be done hopefully soon.
I'd like to welcome everyone here. This is the location of the student union of our university. I present Mr. Youssef Abu Shami. He is the president of the student union of our university. Also, Mus'ab is one of the student council in our university. The others all are members of the student council of our university. The student council in our university, each year we have an election in the second semester. The student council is armament of the student, the whole number of the members of the student council is 41 students, and from 41 they elect 11 as a government of the student council. I think the president of the student council will speak in Arabic. Yeah, Arabic. And Abdurrahman will translate, and if there's questions, you can ask him any question about the student council, about the student movement in Palestine, the history of the student movement in Palestine.
You have to be.
They can. But they are
here no.
They don't have a power to fight with another movement. This is the problem here. They can, in the law, in the university, they can. But they don't have a power. This is our problem.
Yeah, and no one will be independent and will participate in the election because he will have no votes. So you must be powered and have.
A lecturer told us that the student union is considered illegal by the Israeli authorities. Something like that. That when you participate in a student union, you face the risk of being arrested or facing increased arrests compared to other.
Yeah, she just asked it now, but you did not. Because you are talking. So, but we will answer it again.
Everybody be quiet now.
So he was looking in the Intifada period, it was very dangerous, and the Israeli army will arrest you, and the intelligence of the Israel will investigate to you, and if you are politically active or not. But nowadays it's less. But as a member of the Student Union Council, you cannot have a permit or a permission to go inside Jerusalem or inside Israel.
Does it also make it more difficult for you to travel? See a little bit of the city. I want to ask everybody, I mean, probably we won't end all at the same time, right? Some have more time than others, whatsoever. All Dutch students have my number, I suppose, and all Palestinian students have Tariq's number, right? Right, so contact either me or Tariq when you're done with your program.